team, but of course when Lotus were at their best a few years ago, he scored a number of podiums. Oh no! Verstappen's hit it! No. He's in the barrier!
And here he goes, and Grosjean didn't appear to deviate from his position, and just an error of judgment from the first one we've seen from this young driver.
Consequences. He's now getting out of the car, which is great to see as well. What it means is that Nico Rosberg is on pole for tomorrow's Japanese Grand Prix. There's only 36 seconds on the clock, so even if the session restarts, nobody can get round to start their lap again. Rosberg from Hamilton, from Bottas, from Vettel, from Massa, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Grosjean, Perez and Fiat. That is the top 10 for the Grand Prix, and this is what happened.
Oh, he got on the grass on the way in. Complete driver error. It's so unusual to have that accident there. He's gone on the grass on the way in and a tank slapper into the barriers. Huge accident.
And then the car's dug into the gravel, isn't it?
Even the wheels came off on the tethers. Even the tethers weren't strong enough to keep the wheels intact. Let's see it from a different angle.
What happened there, mate? I cleared the grass on the entry.
Yeah, so the session won't be restarted. There's no point, they can't get round to do it.
Well, we're seeing now from the rear of Jenson Button's McLaren, Grosjean you can see just above that rear wing. That's through the first part of turn 3, and then he loses the rear initially, Martin.
Yeah, as soon as he gets into the slipstream, that's bad enough impact, but it wasn't a shocker because he slowed down over a few meters there, but he gets into the turbulent air behind the McLaren and gets an oversteer moment, corrects it, and a bit like being on an oval, isn't it, through there that they have in America. Then of course he's on to the marble, the discarded rubber, then he's onto the really dusty track that has no grip at all, and the deceleration though sort of plucked the car in, as those can quite often do. His head was like a punch ball inside the car, wasn't it? The hands device and the headrest doing their job there to control the movement to an extent, of course, going on.
Checo, are you okay, Checo? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, man.
Kimi Raikkonen, and on top of him is Fernando Alonso, and that's a very big accident. Raikkonen has collected Alonso and pushed himself and the McLaren into the barrier. The safety car, unsurprisingly, has been deployed. That is a very big crash indeed, and great to see both drivers climbing out of the car, and both drivers seemingly, from our vantage point, Martin, looking a-okay.
Now it's a very high speed part of the racetrack there, so you've got to wonder what Alonso was doing anywhere near Raikkonen. So one of them's had either a brilliant start or a bad start for Raikkonen. I'm pretty sure I saw Perez jumping the start out of the window here as well in the Force India. Both drivers okay. Let's hope there was nobody on the outside of that barrier in terms of a cameraman or a marshal or whatever.
Let's see what happened then to Kimi Raikkonen going into turn 2 as we ride on board with him here. Behind the, he must have had a decent start there, or the two Lotus has got a bad start. Did Alonso actually trigger that accident, Martin?
It was a tap at the back, wasn't there? As well, let's see if he moved across the road, but that's when you're most exposed, of course, in a single-seater and open cockpit car. I think either he had a tap from Alonso, or he just dropped it under acceleration. On the soft tyres, the less grippy tyres.
Oh, and that's a contact! Hulkenberg, and coming out of the pits, the Williams, and Hulkenberg is out of this race.
Looking for the same piece of tarmac at the same time. Hulkenberg probably didn't even know he was there, because his mirrors, for what they're worth, would be looking back at turn 1.
Was Raikkonen in the position to get past here?
It was a long way back. It's Raikkonen's fault. He'd just been told on the radio, apparently, all or nothing on this lap. And nothing it was in terms of the podium. But, as you pointed out, David, important that he crept over the line. That's 100% Kimi Raikkonen's fault.